Sup, folks? Didn't work again. It never works. Sup, folks? Zaguero here, kicking off another stream. The plan originally was not going to be to stream Last Epoch. It was going to be a start Haven. We're not going to do that. We're going to play Last Epoch again. Reasoning being, very specifically... Whoop, I'm trying to open something up here. There we go. Reason being, some new tech came out for the build I'm using that looked pretty cool, and I wanted to play it, so I was messing around with it, and then I didn't get Haven ready to go in time. I mean, I could go into it blind, but I kind of want to keep playing Last Epoch. So for today, we're going to play Last Epoch again. Go for a few hours. I'm also starting late because I was watching the LCS, the League of Legends, for playoffs. But yeah, we're going to play Last Epoch for a bit. And then probably Sunday we'll start on Haven. I'll prep for it, and then we'll do like 4+ hours of Haven if we enjoy the game. If we don't enjoy the game, then we'll hop out of it. But I don't think I want to do too much preambling today, so we're gonna go ahead and get straight into Last Epoch. We're actually look at that. I've already got it loaded. Put ourselves in the corner here. I'll show you really quick. Oh, I guess let me turn on the Last Epoch audio. Kill the background audio. And then make sure I can see everything correctly here. Okay, perfect. So the main difference now in builds, in case you actually care, Acid Flask. The way this changes, instead of putting points into the smoke bomb, which we can still use because it gives us haste, but we don't really care about that anymore. We can still put it down just for the haste if we need it, and that blinds enemies, so that's useful. But we lose a little mana efficiency on our traps, which is actually really killing me right now. We need to find 2 Exalted Rings with the mana lower cost for throwing attacks, and I haven't found any in the bit I've been playing. And now we have it. When the Trap Sprinkler throws an extra thing, it also flings an Acid Flask. Downside is Acid Flask costs more mana. So, and then we have a bunch of points in here in Acid Flask, which when it hits it, it shreds armor, 400% chance to do that. That means it applies 4 times. Or maybe that means it applies 5 times. I forget exactly how that works. Procs haste on us, just to make sure we've got haste continually up. The more damage is just to get into those. That's just to get into here. This is just to get into here. It blinds. It applies slow. And it applies frailty. So it's basically just stacking debuffs. Frailty is pretty important. It reduces the damage they do. Obviously slowing, they slow down. Blind cuts their critical hit chance, and they can basically just miss. If they're at range, they just basically don't attack us correctly. Haste, gives us movement speed, pretty useful. And armor shred. Basically, I think once you get to like 100 stacks of it, like they take 60% more damage, and after that it kind of falls off pretty rapidly. But basically, you'll see my armor's gonna fly, my mana's gonna fly down. But you'll see like the idea here is we spam the heck out of that. You can see how many, like it had like 200, I mean, you can see how much damage it was doing, basically. It does a crap ton of damage. And I don't even have really good items for it yet. If I had the really good items, you'd see it doing even more. Once it's stacked up there, like you see, I think there's like a couple, like a 400,000 there maybe not. It does a lot. You can see like my mana is just constantly like triggering whatever it throws at extra stuff. So what I need to do to fix this, I have the -3 on each of these. The tier 7 version is -5. Acid Flask costs 4. If both those get to -5, I believe, by math, I don't know if it works exactly, this should get down to 0. And then the Acid Flasks are throwing for free. My traps, which cost 15, that goes down too. The other thing, since I was playing off stream, I have the boots I need, which also fix the mana issue, but you'll see like they slow me down a lot. Basically, I lose stats if I put these on. A little bit of health, quite a bit of movement speed. But these are super effective. I guess I can put it on and show you. If I'm standing still, now watch my mana. Going down a heck of a lot slower. Yeah, I can just keep blowing it up for a very long time. So in situations, that's why I keep it in my bag. In certain situations, I can just throw that on. Other thing I got, the relic. That's really good for me. I got 2 of them. I don't want to put it on yet until I can slam something into it. Because by itself, right now, it does... I mean, I guess I can show you too. It ramps my damage quite a bit. My fire and poison went... Why did my fire and poison go down? Oh, because I switched the boots out. The vitality makes a big difference. If I put both these back on, because that is my fire resist, my resistances are capped. So I have to fix that. But like, if I do this, put these 2 things on. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell by just looking at the damage numbers. My damage is higher. Or it should be. Why not see... My attunement is equal to intelligence. Attunement is equal to intelligence. There should be water orbs going down. Is that what that is? No, that's flow. Maybe it's not like a buff that actually shows. It might be something that's happening there. But the idea is, by spamming, I should be getting... It should be casting 3 orbs every time I cast. Which should be counting when these trigger. I believe that should count as a cast. Or not on a cast. It's... When you hit a cast water orb... When you hit a... Oh, that's why. This isn't a boss or rare enemy. That would be why I'm an idiot. On a boss or rare enemy... None of these count as that, do they? That's his enemy. Is there one that's like counts as boss? Kind of annoying. You would think there would be one. But the idea would be that it triggers water orb. 3 water orbs if your attunement is equal, so it's casting 3. It's a 3-second cooldown, but basically every 12 seconds it can cast 4 times, which would increase my lightning damage by 120%. That's why that's super important. Nothing I'm fighting dies slow enough that that matters yet, so it's not super important for me to use that. Eventually, if I can get 2 legendary potential, that'd be pretty useful, or 3. You'll see these boots get 0 legendary potential, so I can't stack anything into it. I'll show you some of the other legendaries I've got now. This is crucial here. Didn't get a great roll on the melee damage for Detonating, but that really doesn't matter. 2 legendary potential. So I need to get a better dagger than these to slam into it. Like for example, like this one doesn't have 2 things that I'd want to put into it. Maybe the shotgun hit, but no. Health on melee hit is the new important thing. Once your build's completely done, if you're wearing this helmet, which is what you're supposed to wear, and I've got a 2 LP one of these now, you eventually get like your crit chance so high that you always crit. The problem on this is you can't leech health from critical strike, so you can no longer leech health. So your options are either make sure you're under 100% crit rate, or don't use this helmet. That's actually a decent prospect of just not using that helmet, just finding a better exalted. But if you do that, then you want to use melee on hit, like this, because every time your lightning hits, that actually counts as a melee. So basically, instead of leeching, you're just generating health every time you hit. But I've got multiples of these with 1 potential. This is the only one I've got with 2. I got a couple with none. And the ones I'm wearing, this one's got no potential, but it's got the highest melee damage for detonating arrows, so that's why I still have it equipped. 62, so those are basically the same. But the idea is I might slam this one with this, just to get that critical strike multiplier. I prefer to do it if it's done with tier 7. But everything I've got, you'll see here, is tier 6. I haven't gotten, like, anything tier 7 yet, I don't think. No, so I'm still waiting to get the better stuff I need. But okay, enough of explaining that. we're going to... Oh, not ancient era, ruined era. I need to finish this one, I think. I was doing this trying to get the increased dagger drop chance rate blessing from here, and both times I've cleared it, that was not one of the options. So, nope, wrong button. So like right now I have it on two-handed axe drop because you have to pick something, you can't leave it blank, which is silly. Undiscovered, one of these is dagger drop rate. But see, I haven't gotten dagger drop rate to show yet. So each time you kill it, I think I get shown 4. You see there's only 6 here, so I got 2 duplicates and didn't get shown any of the ones I don't have. But I think I'm actually pretty close to... I think I just reset it. I've upped the corruption. I killed one of the... It was the first time I actually fought one of these. It died instantly, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Yeah, we need 800 stability. So we're going to get this, and then we're going to go target farm some other stuff. Let's go XP, so let's keep going that way. Like I said, the main thing I need until I can put the... And those boots only, I should point out, only work when I'm standing still. So when you're running through a map, it isn't actually super useful. So I need to get tier 6. If I can't get tier 7, tier 6 and tier 7 of these throwing damage mana attack costs. Because you'd see tier 6 should be -4 mana costs and tier 7 is -5 mana costs. So ideally 2 tier 7s. And it doesn't matter what else is on them at this point. I just need them. Because I just run the mana as I'm running around, and that's very bad. Because you'll see like how much mana I just use. I'm like, it's making me better of my economic usage of things. Like, I don't need to constantly throw multiples. For some reason, those didn't die, so that... I would have needed to throw 2 for that. But I need to make sure I'm not spamming it. For elites, I'll usually just chuck 2, and that's pretty much guaranteed to kill it. Oh, and my filter now is I have it only showing exalted items with something that I want. And there's a couple, if it has like 3 certain affixes, no matter what they are, because I still need those shards. But I was trying to do Lightless Arbor runs more. I'm still not doing that. I mean, that's where I get that helmet, the boots, and the body armor I need. I still haven't cleared it on tier 4. I haven't tried it that much. I keep dying occasionally on tier 3, which is terrible. So that's actually isn't that useful. Actually, the base stats on that are pretty good, but I'd have to reroll 3 things off of it. Other thing I could really use is a better belt. To be honest. But I need one of the experimental ones that has preferably mana generated on potion use plus increased mana regen for a few seconds after using a potion. Oh, 3 vitality would be nice instead of the 2 I've got on now, but the other thing was low. I've not been getting lucky out of these rune prisons. But even when I get like one of the things I want, it's always like a super low tier. So like I had one that had the experimental health or mana thing, but it didn't have, I think it was like tier 3, which you can't upgrade, so like it wasn't as good. So eventually I'm looking for a replacement for this amulet too, once I swap to using melee hit for my health regen. I don't think I want to pick either of these up. This one, no, I'd have to reroll too much. The lightning penetrations is nice, but it's not actually that good. So I'm very rarely looking at things now. Because I almost always specifically, like I don't need shards, so I mean this one will... Actually, I'm up to 89 on that, so I don't even care that much about getting those. If I can get... I just got 5 from it anyway, so very good. Yeah, mainly, I'm very specifically looking for Exalted Boots I can use to slam into these once I get LP ones. Gloves, I forget what if there's even a unique I want at this point. I think I just want a really good Exalted set of this with from the Exiled Mages with the experimental thing on it, and then I can seal that and do other stuff. And then a better belt with the experimental thing. Then my resists are all capped. They're all mostly waiver capped, but I need to like start figuring out how I'm gonna fix this stuff once I kind of get rid of a few of these things. Like you'll see, like this has no resistances on it whatsoever, so I lose my lightning resistance on here. If I switch to this, this has no resistances whatsoever, so any resist on here I have to get back. That kind of stuff. But we're gonna keep running. Go up and left, and that should actually, this one by itself should get us to where we need to go. I don't want to keep running in this instance. I think I want, because there's a specific ring I actually want to, a unique. It doesn't have the throwing stuff on it, but that would be like what I want to slam one of those rings into. I think it drops from the Age of Winter. Maybe. Yeah, the wall playing off stream. Lightless Arbor, I keep dying in there even in the level 88 version. Just like stupid stuff where I just like randomly get hit. Doing monoliths, I think the only time I died recently, I literally just stood in poison and just didn't move out of it in time and didn't notice my health was like at 0 and hit a potion. So I've been getting better about hitting potions. Hey PG. That's fine if you disappear. If you gotta go somewhere, I'm not too worried about it. I don't expect you to be here all the time, every time. Those cats always almost kill me for whatever reason, too. I'm standing in poison again. Yeah, this was the map where I died earlier, just doing nothing, because those poison things came down. I just stood there while I was looking at gear. Oh, look at a double exalt, but it's a shield, which does nothing for me. I always turn on streams to fall asleep anyway, so if you fall asleep to my stream, it's no big deal. Yeah, I can almost never fall asleep if it's like perfectly quiet. So usually I'll have a streamer like YouTube videos on and just on my TV, and then just set a sleep timer so it turns itself off after like half an hour. Yeah, we'll pick that up. Yeah, this is the thing I need, and this is actually, it dropped tier 1. That kind of really sucks, because this would be a really good belt, because it's got increased lightning damage, which I need. It's got the mana regen thing, and endurance threshold, which I need. But it rolled tier 1, tier 1, tier 2. So it would take a lot for me to upgrade that to make it useful. A lot. I'm not going to pick it up. That sucks. Okay. Alright, gotta fight a boss again. Eventually, as I'm stacking up this corruption in the top left, they're supposed to get harder. I haven't gotten to the point where any boss doesn't die instantly pretty much yet, so... He did not take damage for a little bit there. Random boots, random axe. Let's see if I get what I needed this time. Still didn't get it. God dang it. Because the downside is all these are bad for me. Because it basically increases the chance for one of these things to drop, but I have no use for any of these things. We'll keep current. It kind of means I need to run this again. Do I want to do that, or do I want to switch over to the Age of Winter? Because this has a chance to drop something I need over here, but I've already gotten the upgrade I need from here. Already gotten the grand perfect one from that. I'm never going to run any dragons again. This one I didn't get what I needed. I haven't done that one. Haven't done this one. This one I didn't get what I needed. We're going to keep running this one, I guess. Oh, I leveled up and forgot to spend the point. Where would I go to next in there? I might run a dungeon after this, just to get the critical multiplier in there. But I mean, all that's really going to do is actually give me more damage, which at this point isn't something I actually care about that much. Yeah, because it's still mostly survivability things I'm missing on. I was looking at someone else who had the same build as me. He was at like 2,800 health, and I'm only at 1,700. I have not... I mean, he had already like... I think his character was level 91, but he had already had all like almost the best gear. And I have not been that lucky.
Easy. Too easy.
I walk on this like it zooms out. It's weird. Getting close to the level cap of 100. I don't actually know what happens after you hit 100. If like what experience, like these nodes just don't do anything anymore. I don't actually know how that works. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Oh, these are the shrines I need. Double my mana regen's pretty useful. Yeah, my filter turned way up, like I don't see like any drops anymore. Because I don't really need any of them. Direction to go. Keys I have no use for. I was doing one of these earlier, since like the boss you have to kill some of the time can like kind of be anywhere on the map. I literally came in and I attacked the first thing I saw, not realizing it was like the actual boss. So like I cleared the monolith in like 30 seconds total. It's kind of weird. That was a flag spike and I almost died. Yeah, the lag in this game seems to keep getting worse. Because whether I'm streaming or not, like usually the first time I come into Monolith and attack something, it does a lag spike, and anytime there's a lot of stuff, there's a lag spike. Oh, random gloves. So the boss fights, when it's just like a boss by itself, and like no special mechanics, I can kill it almost like instantly most of the time. Sometimes there's like mechanics where it can't take damage for a while, at which point if I get hit, I can die. But because the one dungeon I have to keep doing over and over again is like has mechanics you have to do before you can actually fight the boss. And I die on that occasionally. Like once you know it, it's the same every time. So it just takes a little while to recognize a pattern. Because sometimes it's just like hard to see. Like it's a dark background and like the effect is also dark. Look, all that stuff's on the ground right here. I don't want any of it. What is that? Oh. Oh, I didn't realize I finished what I was supposed to do. I'm getting double exalts now, so that's useful. It's just a shame it's like pieces of gear I don't need. Dump these in here. Yeah, and like the changes I made to how my guys set up today, like makes there's like much tougher bosses later. Like as you get stronger and like things naturally get harder. I haven't unlocked all that yet. Once I do, like my damage is good enough for those still. And like the changes I made today actually makes those guys easier. It's still just a matter of whether I can survive long enough to get to them. Because for the most part, like my defense is really good and things can't hit me. It's just when they do, sometimes they can like kill me instantly. What shrine do we have over here? Stun chance. Which goal am I up to? 500,000. Every time I run that dungeon, at the end of the dungeon, you can spend money to get better rewards. So I keep spending all my money doing that, and then I'm actually getting any rewards I want. And then I save my money and do it again. Eventually they'll give me something I actually want. I hope. Once I run through this, ooh, that almost killed me. That was a ton of damage at once. It's an interesting looking weapon. Once I get through this monolith set, I'll probably go do one of the dungeons. If I get back up to 800 stability and can fight the boss again. The other things would be either, like, if I had a bunch more health and could just survive things, because I heal up pretty fast. Or if my defenses just get high enough to where they can't one-shot me. That's kind of what I'm shooting for at this point. There's now been things I've been fighting where like their modifier is that they completely block hits from things that are far away. So when I'm trying to kill them from far away, it doesn't work. Critical strike points, nah. So on One Piece, I am... Several times in my life, I've been 100% caught up with it. Right now, I stopped at the beginning of the Wano arc with the intention that once like that arc was done, I'd go through and like just like watch all of it. And then it ended up taking what, like 4 years for that entire arc, and it's 200 plus episodes, I think. I have not started watching it yet. But yeah, I every time I'm tempted to do it, like I think I've watched a couple episodes of the Wano arc, but like every time I watch it, the first couple episodes seem really boring. I'm like, I don't want to invest into it until I know the arc's done. And now that I know that arc's done, I just look at how many episodes in it, and it's just so daunting to want to start watching that arc. So seeing the animation changes are also a little weird. But I want to say for One Piece, I probably watched the first... I've probably watched the, like, up the East Blue arc like 5 times. I know I've watched through the... Oh no, I can't remember the name of the places. Oh no, what's the name of the desert island? Al something, I'm pretty sure. Al... I don't remember. I've watched that arc multiple times. I've watched the I probably only watched Thriller Bark once. The Unmin, now I can't remember the name of any of the places. I've watched most of it twice, at least. What episode are they up to now? I don't even know what the current... I don't remember what the current number is. So there's 2 potential things I can use. Not actually that good. Not actually that good. Darn. I mean, I used to consider One Piece my favorite anime series. I don't know if it still is. Just because it's almost too much at this point to try to watch all of it. I mean, like, longer, like, shonen series that, like, last forever, it's probably my favorite. When I was younger, I liked Naruto. I never actually finished it because that took too long and it kind of mad out over time. I really like Black Clover. And I think... Are they doing a movie rather than continuing this series? I think something came out about that recently where they're doing a... It's got hybrid on it. I think they're going to continue... Or am I mixing up that with Haikyuu? Haikyuu, they've already said they're not going to finish the series. They're just going to do movies for the remaining matches. Black Clover released a movie, but it didn't actually progress the story. It was like a side story. Hunter x Hunter is another one where I watched almost all of it and then never finished it. But I already know what happens, so like I don't feel the need to watch it. Because Hunter x Hunter was a weird one where I actually watched the majority of it when it was on... Was it on Adult Swim? I think that's where it was. So I actually was watching it there, and then I picked up watching like the subbed version. And I made it to the why did I stop? I'm trying to remember why I stopped watching it. I don't think I caught up. Because I was on the... I don't remember what they called it. They're ants, but I don't remember... I forget what the actual name for them is. But like I got to that arc where they were on the island, or is it even an island, where they went to that area. Why did I stop watching? I want to say I might have been watching it like as it came out, and then I just missed it and never caught up. I don't think that's right, because that would have been a long time ago. Chimera ants, that's what it was. I knew there was something ants, I couldn't think of the name. But like I already knew, I already know everything that happens at the end of that arc, so it kind of doesn't make sense to actually watch it. It's probably worth watching. I think I got to the point where I wanted more of it to come out, and then I was planning on finishing it like I do with other things, and then like it's just more of it never came out. And the one thing I always like, the one thing that bugged me on Hunter x Hunter, I mean, it bugs me about like a lot of shonen anime, is like the power creep of like, oh, if you look at them from like the first 20 episodes to the last 20, like the difference in power is so like ridiculous. It makes a lot of the early stuff in the show like not make sense. But I mean, like that's how you, if we're a show that goes on for hundreds of episodes, that kind of has to happen. When it's like a battling show. I mean, the show's like was it Case Closed? Is that the name? I think that's the name of the... Oh no, what's the name of that? The kid detective, I can't think of his name now. But like that's been around, like he's been a kid for like 50 years at this point. But like there's no like power creep in that because he's just solving mysteries. It's not like it's supernatural, he needs to keep getting more and more powerful. I feel like One Piece actually handled that pretty well. I mean, it does get kind of ridiculous, but I don't feel it's like as bad. Because it got to the point where like you understood that, you know, the people in East Blue were nothing compared to like once you go into the Grand line, and then once you go past I can't remember the name of it. You know, the island they're on before it gets time jumped. And like then you're like past the Grand Line and you're in the Super Mega Ultra Grand Line, whatever that's called. I can't remember the name of it. Pokemon's is a weird one too. Because, I mean, not just the fact that, like, he doesn't age, but, well, between all the generations, there's now, like, 1,000+ Pokemon. So there's not, like, power creep, but there, like, just ends up being way too many Pokemon to keep track of. And every time, like, he starts over in an area, it's kind of weird. But, I mean, I guess Ash is done now. I'm not sure what my favorite One Piece arc is. So, I mean, by far in One Piece, Zoro's my favorite character. So he might be my favorite, like, character in all of anime. So, like, any arc... Oh, that's the one thing that bugs me about One Piece. Is, like, when they get split up. And then there's an entire arc of, what's it... Whatever the Cake Island... I forget what the name of that island is. But, like, so he's not there for that at all. But he's there for Dressrosa. And normally if it's like a, you know, in a regular anime, that's like, oh, a couple episodes. In One Piece, like, I should look it up, like how many episodes they went in one series of episodes that never have like one of the characters in it. Because like Zoro's not there. So like he's just not in the show for a super long time. That's a lot of people stacked up together. So one of the big things I do appreciate about One Piece is like you don't end up like having it to where, oh well, you know, the main character's the strongest guy and then everyone else on the team is basically the same. They do establish that like Zoro is canonically more powerful than like everybody else that's also there. Even though he's doesn't have a devil fruit power, but I mean neither does Sanji, who's generally considered third. I mean, I don't like Sanji at all. His character's kind of annoying. Like, sometimes he's okay, but a lot of times he's just insufferable. Oops, I used all my mana. Ooh. I moved my mouse too far left and I clicked out of the game for a second, so I stopped moving. I didn't even get credit for finishing it. God dang it. I was trying to move too fast and I moved my cursor outside of the dang game. I'm gonna clear that one again even though now I don't get a reward. Because I want to keep going down that direction. That was bad. I mean, I clicked back in the game in time I could have used a potion. I was just stupid. I'm trying to think of... It's hard to... I'm trying to think of, like, if I have an actual, like, favorite anime. Because for a long time, I would have said One Piece. But now it's been, like, years since I've actually, like, I've watched it. And then I tried to watch the the Netflix like live action one. And like I know people loved it. I could not finish it. I think it was Luffy's voice in it. Just I couldn't listen to it. Like I know his character like in the anime he doesn't have like the most soothing voice in the world. But to me like the voice in the anime just didn't like sound right. It made it weird. I used all my mana again. I think I can probably like name favorite animes by genre. It's hard to like compare like ones overall. Cause like Haikyuu in terms of like sports anime is by far my favorite. And I've watched the entirety of that multiple times through. Like when I first started watching anime, like I watched a lot of Naruto, but I never finished it. I mean, I got into Shippuden, and then where did I leave off? I think I watched through the Pain arc and then stopped. Yeah, I think I stopped right after the Pain arc. Bleach. I mean, this will date how old I am. I watched the first episode of Bleach the week it came out. And then I watched all of Bleach through... And like, I loved Bleach through the arc. I didn't finish the arc where they went down into... It's not hell, but whatever that, like, where all the hollows are from. I watched through that... Or no, I got into that and then stopped watching it. Kuriko's basketball is really good. Oh, I finished the thing. I need to pay attention that I'm finishing these things. I mean, Kuriko's basketball is a little, like, supernaturally, and, like, the fact that it has, like, nothing to actually do with basketball whatsoever. Even though basketball is my favorite sport, it is not basketball in any realistic sense whatsoever. Where like Haikyuu, I feel is somewhat realistic in terms of volleyball. Like people don't have like special moves. They aren't shooting 3-pointers from like full court and making it every single time. But it's like everything's slowed way down. Like in that, well, if you've seen Haikyuu, like you'll see like the guy runs the full length of the court multiple times. Or like they'll say like a full sentence while they're winding up to hit. Like there's not actually that much time in actual sports. But yeah, Haikyuu's probably my favorite sports anime. Kuroko no Basketball is probably second. I don't watch a lot of like horror or suspense anime, but I mean like thriller anime, I mean probably Death Note. It's been a long time since I watched that. I was gonna say maybe Parasite. Probably not. Probably Death Note. I'll save the rest of my picks until you're back from the store. I'll focus on playing. I could X for my other build. I'm not gonna bother picking it up though. I guess I can wonder out loud. I'll talk through my thoughts about what my other favorite animes might be. We'll do stream of consciousness, just thinking about. I mean, I've watched a lot. Recent ones. I mean, from this year, Free Ren's really good. I need to watch the last 2 episodes of that. When I got to 26 episodes, I thought it was done, so I started watching. I don't like watching them as they come out. I like watching them as they are finishing. So when Free Run got to 26, I started watching it, thinking, oh, 26 is the end. And then I got to 27, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is there a 27th episode? And then I had to look it up and saw that it was going to 28, and that 28, I think, came out this morning? Probably tomorrow I'll watch 27 and 28. Just threw way too many traps at once. Used up all my mana. Get this. Oh, you can see that guy on the ground. So there's a guy on the ground up here. Might as well kill him really quick for experience. What other anime can I think of? I know in terms of like non-action ones, I mean, I guess there's action in it. What's the actual title? How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, I think's the name of it. That's one of my favorites in like that weird genre. Only rare. Let's go this way for idols and glyphs. You dropped a bunch of shards. Sure, why wasn't leeching there? Why didn't I pick up? Down, but really far down. Okay. Ow. Never recognize this map until I get into like this tunnel. Oh, thought I'd walk past it. There we go, that's a good one to get. Extra man regen's gonna help a ton. Acolyte helmet, that's not something I can equip. Door's closed. That's not good. I don't know if I keep picking these up. I should probably turn this off. I got 100 of those shards now. I didn't know this was an arena. Those bee shrines are always... I never understand what the point of those bees are. They like instantly die.
Easy. Too easy.
The bee shrines down here are. Whoa! I just teleported from lag. That's interesting. Yeah, it is. Oops, it's like this arena, or what? Like this is lagging like crazy. I feel like it's because the ground's bright. I feel like that's the zones where it's darker, it doesn't lag as bad. Spare. This one. I didn't look to see what my stability was at. I might be able to do one of the bosses. Should be close.
They won't forget that thing.
Not that good. Yeah, this zone's not lagging nearly as bad as the other one. See that, then it starts lagging. Something kept getting very close to killing me there. Not sure what it was. I might restart the game real quick to see if that makes any difference. I mean, right here's not lagging at all. Oh, I wasn't even close. I need 800. I got 140 to go. I can go that way. Let's go this way. Ah, I wasn't paying attention again. Picked another arena. But the guides in this game tell you to never do the arenas because they take much longer than everything else. Does one not have any shrines? One shrine. And it's haste, which I pretty much always have up anyway. Nope, ran out of mana.
That was close.
Trying to distinguish in this pile what's alive and what's already dead. More down. Ooh, is that my first one of those? It is. I've got one rune of creation. It's the most important item you can get. Very good. I finally got one of them. Stop some of these legendaries. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. There. Muted in time, I think. Yeah, I guess we'll go this way. Oh, double experience ones right next to each other. I put the spires on the complete opposite side of the map this time. Let's see if we can. I guess it's not that far. And nothing but experience shrines on this one.
Easy. Too easy.
Oh man, before I trigger the For some reason, didn't take any damage at first. That was a little scary. Smoke weaver, that's not what I need. One more, I think. Yeah, one more. We'll do. Yeah, we'll go for the exalted body armor to see if we can get a decent one. Kill the boss and then probably do a dungeon instead. I didn't even notice it was a arena again. I need to pay more attention. Yeah, we're just gonna pick this up now. Do it on the other side. Damage reflect. Damage reflect. And haste again. 5 shrines, only 2 different varieties. I should save my mana for the next waves. Oh, I meant to hit the haste one, not the damage reflect. Wasn't even looking.
Easy. Too easy.
I think this is my least favorite of the arena maps, just because everything, like, it's too long. I mean, I guess I could run back and forth instead of waiting for everything to come to me, but kind of defeats the purpose of a trap build a little bit. I always click too much whenever I come out of that. Sometimes I'll just randomly run to the left. Let's see, what did we get? Not worth trying to reforge. Probably not, actually. Yeah, it's tier 6 armor is... I take that health regen to something else. Let's pick it up. We'll try one thing on it. That's got 2 things I would... Ooh. Base armor is pretty good on that. It's got dex, but it's got no vitality. It doesn't matter that much, but... I want to mess with these really quick. I don't think they're worth it, but I'm going to try anyway. The heck? Flag when that opened. Because the increased armor shred effect I have is not actually useful anymore. So I kind of do want to replace that. Well, all that matters for this. What does this turn into? Lightning resist. Let me take these boots off. Oh, this is probably stupid. This is probably actually really stupid. What do I want to put on the chest? I mean, ideally... I could throw these, use some of these to get on here. Ah, man. Increased dodge rating is nice. The vitality only going down by 1 is not so bad. I lose a bunch of health, actually. It's probably not worth it now that I think about it. Before I do that, hold on. That's 120 health. I don't think I want to do that. I might hang on to it to maybe mess with later. What was the other ones I got? What does that do to my health? That's a big jump in health. Let's mess with this one. That is tier 7 health. That is useful. It all depends on what we... Oh. I don't have any shards of that, so I can't do anything with that. Oh, that's annoying. Alright. It's gambling time. This is probably really stupid, actually. We're gonna do it anyway. Perfect. Awesome. Just what I wanted to do. I wanted to get rid of either one of those, potentially. Awesome. Well, Now, just so we get some of those, we're just gonna remove them. Awesome. That's frustrating. Okay. What was this one? A bunch of extra armor. I don't care about necrotic resist. And that was the other thing I was... Okay. I mean, this is probably stupid again. I got enough of these that doesn't really matter. It all depends on what this turns into. Dodge rating's not... 54% increased dodge rating. What does that actually do for me? It's a lot. But that is also a 200 health drop. Which is definitely not ideal. Oh, that's not what I meant to put in there. I was very confused for a second there. So I could swap this to something, but there's no way I get health out of this. So it's probably not worth it. I can't not have health. I mean, I could throw vitality onto it, which would give me some health. Screw it. We're going to gamble one of these. Dodge rating of hit recently. Eee. I got a million oh. Forging potential went to 0. Never mind. So just so we have more of these dodge rating of hit recently, which I don't know how I don't have more shards of that, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, no forging potential anyway, doesn't matter. Shatter it. We got 4 of them. Pretty good. Okay. Mess with all that stuff and didn't get anything out of it. I'm going to hang on to that one. It's got 28 forging potential left. Did I even open this? Yes, okay, I did. Put it in here. Okay. Where am I at? 842. Let's do this one real quick, and then I want to get out of this monolith. Do a dungeon or get a different one. Ideally, I just need to, one, not die from it being weird. Alright, there we go. Dead. I remember to throw the decoy at first, so it didn't actually focus me for the first couple seconds. Oh, see you, Peachy. Have a good rest of your day. Let's see what we got. That's my shekels. Nope. Lost of living. One legendary potential. What luck will I get here? Run this 4 times, still haven't seen the dagger one. God. None of them matter to me, so. That is unlucky. No. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. There's something I have to do to make the correct discovered ones come up? I don't know. Alright. That's fine. We're gonna move on to something else here. The dagger drop rate is just not gonna happen for me. Got grand there, we've got grand there, we've got grand there. Let's do Ending the Storm and get a grand one out of this. Yeah, grand one there. Don't have it that because I crappy rolls. I guess I could do the dungeon to slam something into this real quick. Yeah, let's get the Grand Blessings before you start doing like tier 4 dungeons. Garbage. Oops, not what I meant to hit. That's tier 7 endurance. That doesn't matter, I need tier 7. Mana cost down on throwing. It's the only ring that matters. That could have been really bad. I just stood there as he respawned. When I click on those, I always miss. It's a really good ring, except for the fact it doesn't have the mana. This one really is all the way across at the other end of the zone. Regen? Oh, my experience is good too. We're starting to get up there. I was lucky. Wasn't a prophecy, was it? Wasn't paying attention. Almost like, man, I gotta be careful. My shards. I don't know why it's suddenly lagging so much. Oh, that's server key. Caltrops. No, thank you. Oh, we have to dump some of these. I think it's about time for another, oops. Another tab again. I really should throw away like all my 0 LP ones that have no use whatsoever because I'm never gonna use a build that would use them. I guess I shouldn't say never, but I highly doubt I'm gonna have another character after this one until like the next season, or I don't think they call them seasons. I forget what they call them in Last Epoch. Content patches or whatever they are. Oh, that was a haste one. I didn't even see the raid leader. He was in there somewhere. Oh, I'll look my build. I don't remember what I would do next. He points into that. That. Then, oh, I already did this. I did that before where I was supposed to in my path. And then I'm missing 4 points here. Oh, let's go there. That's next. Yeah, okay. Trying to remember what my path was. I mean, the few points I have left aren't going to make a big difference. Pick that up just as an offshoot in case I need it later. Resistance / dodge tab. The lag teleporting me is starting to get a little worrisome. I still seem to be surviving even with the lag going crazy every so often. Those arena keys are nice. Shame I never do the arena. For whatever reason, these Gorgons always give me a little bit more trouble than they should. That just hit me. Oh, can't equip that anyway. 70% increased armor. Phew. Don't like the lag every time I hit a potion. Or it takes a second for it to trigger. I need to update my filter so it's not showing me gear I can't equip. I don't know why it is. I mean, I know why it is, because it's got the health being a tier whatever is why it's showing it to me, but I don't need shards, I just need actual items. I'm a little upset. An hour ago I got like 3 double exalts. Now I haven't seen one in a while. I guess I can look to see what that shroud was real quick. Oh, did you see that other experience down there? Forcing everything to walk up here because I'm the one man that can't spam traps. I now did. How's that coming not dying? Well, that's an easy rune of removal. Depending on how many shards are on it. I think that tier is what? 3? Use that. Bam. I'll take those 3 shards. Thank you very much. Throw you on the ground. We'll just shatter this guy. Look at that. 3 hybrid health from shattering. That's pretty lucky. Nothing? I'll wait for that XP. It's gonna be weird once I get to 100 and I'm assuming I don't want the XP nodes anymore. I mean, at that point, none... Oh, I don't know how it works once you get high enough corruption. What the nodes actually look like.
They won't forget.
If like it stops being, oh, rare garbage. How do I get to that? I get to that and the chest. We needed spear. Actually, we're gonna pick up that belt on the off chance I can do something with it. Because I really want the mana on potion regen, or on the mana on potion use. That'll force me to start just spamming potions. Ooh, nice. Maybe a good one. Sentence. I guess the sentence isn't bad. I can do a bunch of daggers to see if I can get the one I need. But I think most of the other uniques I want, I can't get through that method. Like the armor piece, I think you have to get from the dungeon. I'm pretty sure. Nice man regen. Oh. Didn't even pay attention to the patrolling guy walked down. This because that experimental mana on potion use was hitting tier 5 is good, very good. Health is very good. Critical strike avoidance I don't care about, and freeze rate and concoction on potion use I don't want. So that's a situation where we will clear this. Actually, this might be a really stupid way to do it. Yep, that was really stupid. Sorry, I'm adjusting. This might also be really stupid. If that had hit, I mean, there's a very low chance I would have hit into something I wanted. Because I want it to be lightning damage. I still want that health, but I want that's something else. Okay. Well, that killed everything. Oh well. I was hoping it would have removed that and I could have put something else there. And then the other thing I would have had a chance with. I mean, that's whatever. I would have... There's probably a million things I could have done to do that better than I did. Holding on to that. Guess it's time for another tab again. Someday I'll clean that up. Am I at 244? Oh, I got a ways to go before this. I can try for greater on this one. And all day today, playing before stream and on stream, I still have not seen a single ring drop with that throwing mana cost reduction. And that's what I really, really need. I mean, I'm in low corruption. If I was in higher corruption, I'm guessing they'd be more likely to drop. Or just better, more exalts to drop. So I do very specifically need them to be exalted. The regular ones don't do anything for me anymore. I muted myself while I coughed there and tried to run in a circle in case something attacked me. Like, hazy.
Easy. Too easy.
Gold. Experience there. No, it's only experience on the map, so that's where we go towards. I don't think there's a unique we need that drops out of this zone, this monolith. Bunch of armor, but the base armor sucks. I mean, I always forget that I can reroll implicits, but like, it's not worth it on unless like I'm getting a double exalt. Oh, I don't have mana. This potentially is very bad. Oh, he died anyway. I think I keep overthinking how much those guys are gonna do, or how much damage they take. Because it always seems like they die a little slow, but that's just because my damage is always staggered on single target. Where's this ambush? You ran away from my bombs. That's cheating. And because he did that, I choose to just not even think. Oh, I ran away from the ambush. Oh boy. Set mace. I still, for as long as I've been playing this build, I still don't correctly, like, recognize, oh, those mobs running at me are about to die. I don't need to throw more traps down. I haven't been on this map in a long time. Well, pick it up. Thank you. Weird. Ooh. My favorite type of shrines, items and gold. And now I gotta check this one, even though it's the opposite direction. More gold. And back up to 630. Boy, 8 beetles. I mean, as stupid as they are, they're actually useful because things attack them instead of me. Some of the time. claw. What are they fighting over there? Set ring, no thank you. We'll go that. No, let's go this. Let's go runes and glyphs.
That was close.
And maybe I'm supposed to be picking some of these based off of like what the multipliers on the actual maps are. I never even look at it. Maybe at higher corruption will probably matter a lot more. Gold. I can probably turn. I keep saying it, but I don't do it. I can probably turn off the giant affix since I've got 100 plus of those now, and I'm probably not gonna need more than 100 plus of them. I might need to mess with my filters and turn it on to where anything that's of like the super rare affixes, so that I can salvage those to be able to get them. Or if I get them, I can, you know, try to get rid of them. God, this is laggy.
They won't forget that one.
Mana back. That's enough. I didn't even check there was anything that dropped from that. Nope. Not that I want, at least. Bam. Filled up that other one. Quicksilver coil. Your runes wisdom. What? My inventory go away. Nice. Chest right by the start. Cleaver. We should have some useful things on. It's on a cleaver, not a dagger. If that was a dagger, I would have held on to it. Attributes. That's a faraway one. Is that my character talking or one of the NPCs? Oh, terribly useful. I mean, these glyphs as hope as you can have are always useful. Ooh, we'll go up that way in a second, but I want to do the daggers just on the off chance on the daggers turns into exalted and is a quadruple exalt. Actually, I don't even know if that's possible. I'm sure it's super rare, and then even if you get it, what is the chance that it's 4 things you actually want? Oh, pick up. I'm always scared that if I move too fast, I'm gonna miss something dropping. I mean, there's a sound cue for exalts dropping, so if I ever hear that, I should know to go back. Walk the rest of the way up, I should demand it back. Step on the trap, you jerk. They always have block distant enemies now. Luckily he ran up to me. Seal of Forgotten Defenders. Bleh. Is that 6 or 7? That is tier 7, but bleh. Is that? I didn't mean to pick that up. That is a dagger. That's tier 6. Yeah. What one do I have in here? Throw it up here. Just critical strike multiplier is not bad. The melee damage leashes health isn't bad. Oh no, that is bad. I don't want that. I want melee health on melee hit. So actually this is pretty bad. I will hang on to it anyway. I already picked it up. I can't be bothered to throw it away. But there's 2 up there, so we're gonna go that way first. Get a nice set item first. I'm pretty sure there's not a single good set. Maybe they're good for like leveling. But actually I should look. Maybe they're like if they're higher level then they're not good for leveling. Get over that experimental. Really want the experimental, a good experimental belt. Please. Died. I mean, it jumps to the endurance threshold and then slows down quite a bit, so I probably wasn't actually that close to dying, but... that time, I almost very much really died. I was too busy looking, and then it started lagging again. There's 7 armor. Maybe I need to get stun resist. Occasionally I get stunned and it goes poorly. Another 2-handed spear. Dude, every time I like all the stuff drops and I pick it up, I always get like a short lag spike. I just have to restart my computer before I play every single time. I'm ready for, still got a bit to go. Exalted Relic. I mean, I've got the legendary relics I need just now with LP, right? Or is there 1 LP on that one? Yeah, there's 1 LP. God, I'm really tempted to take this and just try to slam this one into it. On the off chance it takes that lightning damage. I mean, it is only tier 6. I mean, any of those I'd be fine with besides that poison resist. I mean, I haven't slammed a single legendary on this character. I really should start. I have enough daggers that I can start throwing stuff at him just for fun. But the main thing is there's nothing I can add to a dagger really matters in terms of like keeping me alive, which is my only problem. Killing stuff isn't the problem, staying alive is. Oh. I kill that patrolling thing before I walk away. I know I'm walking the opposite direction the patrolling thing's going. No, come back. I kill these golden scorpions. Come back. Come back. I just lag all over the place. I'm tempted to just restart the game to see if that makes any difference. I don't think it will. I mean, that's a better alternative than like trying to restart my computer, because that's probably not going to do anything. I'm also like not dying from this lag at all, so it doesn't really matter. Which is to say, what it is watching, I'm sure it doesn't make for a great streaming experience when you see me just jumping back and forth. I don't even know if there's experience there. Ah, screw it. We'll just get through this. We'll get to our 200, whatchamacallit, or the 200 more stability we need. We'll get the internet stability, see what greater blessing we get. I kind of want to do a couple dungeons, but yeah, lagging in the dungeon's probably going to be a lot more punishing. I don't want to waste keys. I mean, I've got 1,000,000 keys. I mean, the dungeon I only really care about for the most part is Lightless Harbor for getting my legendaries there. The one to slam stuff, I don't know if that actually matters what tier you do that on. It probably does. I'm gonna look that up before I like actually go to do it. Oh, I saw the assassins part of it, which I mean that's the critical chance, but why couldn't that have been the tier 6? I mean, I prefer tier 7, but why couldn't it have been the mana cost reduction? Because if I can get the 4 instead of 5, even that would be incredibly useful. We're just not running out of mana anymore. I mean, I also could not switch to this version of the build,
Too easy.
the mana intensive one, without getting the rings first. Because the other version of the build, I would have still been perfectly fine. Like, this change didn't affect my survivability, really. I mean, it does against certain things that, like, last longer, because I'm applying frailty now when I wasn't before. Would be an optimal thing to have happen would be to get a exalted mana reduction ring that only has that, or only has like 2 things on it. Because I did get a unique ring that's fairly useful that I could attempt to slam it into. God, in my mind, I was just debating, would I duplicate the item before trying to slam it just in case? That's how desperately I want the mana, but that would be such a huge waste of... I think I only still have 1 of them, don't I? Yeah, 1. I definitely don't want to waste a Rune of Creation on that. What I'd probably do is take the gamble on the... Oh, you can't do that. I was gonna say the gamble on removing an affix. I guess I could if like the other thing on it wasn't already capped out. I don't know what I'm talking about. The removal. I mean, I could just try and like take the 50-50 shot of it removing the one I don't want, rather than wasting the legendary. I guess I'm assuming you can slam an exalt that only has 1 thing on it. I don't see why you couldn't. Have your health shard. Oh boy. Experience. What are we, halfway to 95? Which direction now? Oh yeah. That, because then we can double back for the experience. Perfect. We start right next to the thing. Nothing? Oh, he only dropped those couple things. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I feel like if I did the ward build, I'd probably be like so strong and tanky right now. I'm just tired of ward builds. I probably could switch temporarily and then just keep trying to farm the stuff I need for the non-ward build. I feel like I'm so close though. I've seen a couple things, I'm just not getting them. I mean, that's the way this kind of game goes. Okay, pause for a second to get mana back. Now, I'm playing strong enough to, like, scale up the corruption, do the tier 4 dungeons. I'm just not doing it because I'm scared I'm gonna die. If I play smart, I won't. Plus, the problem, you get into the rhythm of just flying through things that you end up being careless and killing yourself.
Easy. Too easy.
2 vitality. So, oh. That was the boss I was supposed to kill. I didn't see what the thing I just picked up that was rare was. Get out of here. What was it? Oh, Ruin of Ascendance. None of these were good. They sure were not, my god. Go that way to get idols as well if we want to. Well, it should only be a couple more, I think, to get our greater blessing. Oh, I wonder if I can get this right away. In the chest. Wow. Never know so stupid name, guys. There's 6 vitality. Bleh. What was that one? Oh, damage reflect. Oh, I didn't recognize the map I was on for a second. I'm on the stupid Tower of Liath. So it's always safe to assume that the boss is at the end of the tunnel. Let's pay that gold. A lot of exalts dropping, just not ones I need. Why did I just get a crap ton of ward right there? What the heck happened? I still have a thing where mana I spend turns into ward. Which happens a lot like when those acid flasks get thrown out, but shouldn't have jumped to like several hundred, I wouldn't think. If it happens every so often, I'll just get a huge influx of ward and I won't know why. I'm getting the rings with the throwing attack mana cost reduction on them, but just not the exalted piece. Darn it. Before we walk up. Bam. Oh, I can do it now. Let's say. Oh no, it's 850, not 800. Silly me. Havoc shards. That's not too far. Okay, nice ice beetle will help. Helps a lot, man. I try to spam it off screen and then exhaust my mana. It's a pretty quick one though. Probably didn't get me to... Oh, it did, by 1. Good enough. Oh, this is Lagan. I haven't done it on a empowered monolith. I'm gonna guess it's not gonna be hard at all, though. Nope. They said the actual bosses are incredibly easy. Okay, what did I want from this? Oh, mana wouldn't be so bad. Oof. None of these were what I wanted. Dang it. I'm going to have to do it again. This one has a couple, the upgraded version of this. I think this one has the pure lightning damage one, which is also really good. But that's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. That's garbage. I mean, this is what I have. A chance to shred lightning resistance on hit, which is somewhat useful. Or a medium roll mana increase. I'm kind of tempted to take the mana increase. Wait. I like on this one, on the top left, it shows mana, the range of 6,000 to 9,000. I don't think that's right. It's basically showing the same as the other thing, and it's just adding. That's funny. 8,000 to 13,000. I don't want to do 75 mana. That's dumb. I'm just going to keep the current thing I've got. Mana is a big problem, but just getting 75 raw mana instead of lightning shred, I think is stupid. Because that lightning shred, unlike the bosses, is what helps them die like instantly. That does mean I'm gonna have to do this again though, which sucks. Wait a bit, it sucks. I'm gonna do one more. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way through it, but I'm going to do a little bit here. And then the lag that I keep getting occasionally is really frustrating me. I might end the stream a bit earlier than I intended to. And then I've also been playing this a lot today. I was playing it before stream, and I think I've kind of tuckered myself out. And then, like I said, my plan originally was not to stream this today, but the change to this build made me want to definitely play it. So then playing it before stream, I didn't want to stop playing it. So then I played it on stream, but yeah, next stream is, I think, most definitely gonna be something else, because I get lag even when I'm not streaming, but I think maybe the streaming is causing weird additional lag. So I'm probably gonna stream Haven instead, which is a more story-based thing that should be much less intensive. We'll start that on Sunday, and I think that's going to probably be 4 streams of that in a row, maybe 5, depending on how long the game actually takes. From what I read, it's 12 to 15 hours, or 12 to 16.
Easy.
So if I do 4 streams of 3 hours, 4 streams of, like, 4 hours, potentially, that finishes it. Meanwhile, like, I'll probably still be playing this off stream. And maybe like I'll mix in a stream of this again once that's done, or in the middle of it, or if I don't like Haven at all after I play it for the first time, then we'll probably... Ooh, that is... Oh, bow. I didn't... I saw the pincering, I didn't see of the eagle. That is a good... All these are over, so at this point, I'm gonna throw this on just for the armor. Not that matters. They're both over anyway. I just wanted the higher armor on there if I could. Actually, take a look at this. Are any of these higher armor? Yeah, 25. Let's I don't need the resist right now, so let's just get the extra armor. Same thing with that. Do I have any more that were even higher armor than that? 18. What did I put on here? 19. I get the most armor that's possible. I need necrotic is fine, so do I have better dodge rating? I've got 11 and 11. Actually, what's the max roll on that? 12. Okay, I'm probably not gonna have better than that then. What's the max on armor? It's 27. I could go armor over. What do I have on these again? Get 60% crit multiplier if I get rid of those two. Don't need the resistance. The 2 vitality is kind of nice for extra health, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'd put this one on for the 18. Probably not. Actually, let me check something. No, actually, I know exactly what it's going to do. I don't need to check anything. What am I? Like if I could see. It's 13 health. That, we're gonna leave this as is. Oh, not there. There. Oh, I didn't even open the other chest. That's a double max roll, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've only streamed for 2 hours. I wanted to go for a lot longer than this, but I don't know why. I'm just tuckered out. I didn't get that far away. I kept going in a circle rather than actually branching all the way out. Yeah, I could keep going, but I think I'm kind of talking myself into, like, I'm talking as I'm running this just to talk rather than actually, like, contributing conversation. And no one's currently watching. I think there were some, I saw for a while there were people watching who weren't chatting, so then I mentioned maybe stopping and then they left. So maybe they were actually watching, that got them to go when I said I was going to leave. Yeah, since no one's actively watching right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop. I don't know why I'm so tired. I need to start the streams earlier. Today was delayed because I was watching LCS. Sunday when I stream, League's off on Sunday. I don't know if that's because of Palm Sunday, which I think would be weird, but I don't know. But yeah. Let me make myself bigger. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. Oh. Hey, Brenlo. I don't know why the Twitch tracker is weird. Because it was showing... Oh, okay. You might have just come back then. Because I was going to say, it's not showing any viewers for me right now. So I kind of assumed nobody was here. But that... It could just be tracking weird because you restarted your computer. Well, but yeah, I think that's gonna... I'm probably gonna do it there. I don't know why I'm so tired. But, thanks for stopping by watching the stream, though. I've got a couple VODs of Last Epoch if you want to watch that, or if you want to watch it again sometime. Like I said, I'm probably going to be streaming a different game on Sunday, but I might come back to this once. I'm going to be playing this off stream. Once I get to, like, level 100 and actually getting some more pieces of gear, it might be better to watch once I've got, like, corruption stacked up and stuff. But, yeah. But I guess before I stop and before you go, how did you actually see my stream? Was it just you were on the Last Epoch thing and just saw mine, or how did you actually come across it? Because I like always asking to see, like, how people actually find it. Because sometimes it's like people just, like, randomly said, you know, I just searched something and you randomly came up. All right, cool. That's what I was wondering. So, because most of the people who have come across the stream when I've been playing Last Epoch were specifically looking in Last Epoch. When I've been playing other stuff, it's because they were looking at VTuber stuff specifically. So, it's good to know. And that's kind of why I wanted to play Last Epoch. I think I figured more people might stop in. I know the build I'm doing is a pretty common one now because it's a lot of, like, the big names in the ARPG communities pointing out that, like, this build is just stupid and broken. And it really is. Once I solved the defensive stuff, which I could have easily solved already if I just did the ward build instead of the health build. But, yeah. But I I'm out of water, so yeah. Since I need to get up and go get a water anyway, I think we're just going to go ahead and call the stream there. Yeah, if you're bored sometime, like I usually stream like every other day, usually almost every Wednesday, Sunday, and then mixed days in between. If you feel like checking out the other content, feel free to stop by another time. But thanks for watching. If anyone's watching from a VOD, I appreciate you stopping by and watching there too. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching. As always, please have a great day.